This is going to be a test of our blinker light addition. We're testing to be sure that it will work. I don't have an LED to try except for this voltage indicator, which is an LED circuit that lights up pretty brightly and will give us the necessary test results we're looking for. We're looking to get the same brightness out of the blinkers system of the lights, and along with an additional indicator LED light display that we can mount up close to the driver's view to be able to alert when the blinkers are left on and haven't been canceled. So we're going to test this out, and I'm going to show you an easy way to test without actually splicing in and cutting into the wiring and all of that. And what it's going to do is require a dental pick. You can get these at the hardware just about anywhere, flea markets, you name it. And they're very sharp point, and you just clip your alligator clip end on. This yellow lead goes to the positive side of the LED, so it's going to get positive. The black wire from the LED is going to be a ground, and I've got that connected to this part right here, the latch. It's grounded. So now I have a full ground system, and now we're going to test our light, and I touch it, and you see I got a good light display there, 12.9. Okay, so I know my LED is going to work. Now I have looked, and here's the plug right here, and the blue wire, which is pin number 1, this dark colored blue wire, is the signal lead from the turn signal. So when the turn signal is turned on, a positive signal by way of the flasher unit is going to send a positive over here in a flash in motion to light this light. Well, I'm going to tap into that blue lead. It goes through this taped wire into this harness, and it comes up to this point, and this is a good access point because I can see the blue wire right there. So I can I don't even have to pull it out. I'm hoping that you see it right there. Blue wire, dark blue, is the same wire as here. And now with my sharp point, I'm going to push in until I make contact with the wire inside and break the insulation. Now it's going to be a very small puncture hole. When I pull it out, the hole is going to really be sealed, or I could put a little silicone on it if I want to. Okay, here we go. Now I got to turn the lights on to the on position. Okay, the ignition is on. All lights come on, and you can see I have my turn signal going. I'm going to take the turn signal off. Okay, and the blinker light does not light. The side marker light actually lights, okay? So the only signal you're going to get to this front light on the blue wire is the flashing turn signal indicator. All right, I'm going to turn it on to the left blinker. Now we're going to do our test to be sure that we can run another LED. I'll go over here with my sharp point, and I pierce into the blue wire and wiggle and push. Whoop. There. And you see it blinks at the same rate, so it's no change, and that would be a good indicator if that was a light on my dash. Now, depending on the LED, if you have a god-awful big display of 20 LEDs, you may have a problem. And plus, maybe some LEDs won't work. It has to be the right combination. So you're going to have to do a little trial and error or testing to find out. This works, so I've got some LEDs ordered and I'm going to try it out. So you try and find an LED that doesn't interfere with the blinking system and get the proper wire. On the other side, it's going to be a dark blue with a red tracer, and that's the wire you'll fish out from the same side on the other, and there will be your two indicator lights with the LED. Okay, there's a good way to test, and you can test the other side to be sure you've got the correct wire. Then you get you a splice connector to connect into that, and some silicone or hot glue gun or something or other will seal the connection, and you'll be good to go. I want to show you my test setup here so that you're clear. I know you didn't maybe get to see it over there, but you start with your LED, whatever LED you have. This one I happen to have, which is a battery voltage indicator, and the red is your positive lead into this. All LEDs have polarity that must be observed or they're not going to work. So you always want the positive to come in on the red, negative on the black. So I've got a test lead here that I use wire nuts to connect to. And I also got a little sticky here. This is that wall hanging stuff. You can stick it anywhere and it'll stay. It's a putty light. So you can stick your light somewhere out of the way. Now, I connected alligator clips to the bare ends here. Again, I used yellow, and you do not want to short these. Do not short positive and negative in any way, so you protect your test leads or you're going to have a brand new problem. So keep that in mind. Okay, now I got my test leads here, and this is going to go to ground. You're going to clip it just like I did on the latch or some metal part of the engine, but not a painted surface, or you're not going to get a good ground. So you need to find some point that's not painted that you can connect to. And then here's the signal lead is what we're going to use here. I call it the signal lead. When the turn signal is turned on, a positive pulsating signal is going to come out and go to the turn signal. So with a dental pick with a sharp end, very sharp, it's really great for a handle you clip on there. And then you can, now be careful, don't put the wire underneath. You're gonna run this thing through your finger out the fingernail, so please don't do that. Grab some pliers or long nose or something to hold that wire while you press in, and just a gentle rocking until you get it pierced through the plastic covering, and you'll hit the wire, and then your LED should light up. Okay, and that will test and be sure that your light is going to work with the circuitry. If it doesn't work and the lights don't blink at all, even the original, then you're going to have to select another LED. And I've heard something about resistored LEDs. I'm not really tops on the different types of LEDs, so I can't advise you there, but research it and get the proper LED that will give you the light you want for an indicator light. And you can do this for less than 10 bucks. So, okay, and let's all see us out there with these turn signal indicators, and place it someplace where you can see it. I'm thinking of the dash right where the steering wheel is. I'm going to investigate something for that. So that's another important thing, is you want your eyes to be able to see that light flashing and then you know, hey, I still got my turn signals on. All right, a little more knowledge about testing your turn signal wiring circuitry to be able to hook up a external turn signal indicator. Okay, so this is the basic building blocks for testing it. Okay, good luck on your project.